watch him mark it up. Touchdown, Sioux Falls.
40, the 30, and he is gone to the house. Touchdown, Tallahassee.
Tipped and picked off by Colin Douglas, who's going to take it back all the way.
A pass caught, first down. What a move! J.R. Sim, get out of here! The doctor is in for the touchdown!
Good evening, SFL Nation, from a cool and dark upstate New York. It's week 10 of the SFL, and this is Monday Night Football, SFL style, as the Atlanta Swarm take on the Queen City Corsairs. Good evening, everyone. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Michael Truilo, and joining me tonight in the booth is James Richards. Good evening, James.
Good evening, Michael. How are you today?
Doing all right. And you see lineups scrolling across your screen. We'll get to the detailed lineups once play begins. But for now, let's send it down to the field for the coin toss.
Good game. Let's do this.
Like the Atlanta Swarm in their Stormtrooper jerseys, all white, tonight will receive the opening kickoff. Ricky Matthews has the ball on the tee. And it is game on here at Conpro Field. Ball is returned just shy of the 15-yard line, straight up into the pile and down at the 31. And that is where DeMar Woods will lead the Atlanta offense onto the field for the first time tonight. And DeMar Woods is my first key to the game. How does DeMar Woods play in this game? He's got 7 touchdowns and 9 interceptions in his games after replacing Malcolm Mandel in Week 6. He's been up and down, and his play tonight will be key as they hand it off to BDG Hollywood on the first play from scrimmage, and they'll lose 3 yards. Getting you through the rest of the Atlanta offense. The quarterback is number 2, DeMar Woods. The running back is number 34, BDG Hollywood. The wide receivers are number 80, Boo Chisholm, and number 88, Eric Vinson. The tight end is number 89, Cody Taylor. Woods goes under center second play. Second out and 13. Drops back, dumps it off to the far side where that is caught for a gain of 2. Back up to the 30-yard line. Cody Taylor, the tight end, on the catch. So how do you think, James, DeMar Woods' play is going to affect this game tonight?
Michael, I think they're going to have to see a heavy dose of DeMar. The last couple weeks, BDG Hollywood hasn't been as effective.
That throw goes over the middle, and it's first down and 10 at midfield as the pass is hauled in by number 19. That is Leroy Green, the non-contract player.
Yeah, I think Queen City's got a really good inside linebacker and cross, so I think they're going to have to rely on the passing game a lot more and just try to get it to BDG Hollywood out in the flats.
And after this play, we'll run you through the rest of the Queen City defense. Woods has to scramble, and that pass is tipped in the air and incomplete. Stenzo Woods Jr. knocked that one away. The safeties are for Queen City are number 20, Michael Spurgeon, number 21, Stenzo Woods Jr., and number 42, Greg Morrison. The linebackers are number 44, Avery King, number 54, Alex Cross. The defensive ends are number 75, Koa Kaleo, and number 96, Jonathan Rosa. Woods, alone in the backfield, takes the snap, flares it out near side. That's a pass caught for 8 yards. As Cody Taylor, again, the tight end, getting some work done early in this one, takes it out to the Queen City 42.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of out routes here, Michael. Queen City doesn't have a contract cornerback on their roster. They're one of the, I believe they're the only team to actually attempt that, and they did it last season and took it all the way to a fourth championship. So
Here's Hollywood on the carry. He will be met shortly after he gets the ball, but he still picks up enough for the first down. Going over the other keys to the game for Atlanta. For Atlanta, on their defensive side, they got to stop the run. They have the best run defense in the league, only giving up 86 yards per game, but they're going up against the best rushing attack in the league, led by Kyle Walsh. As this ball is floated out far side, caught inside the 20 to the 19. Great pitch and catch, and that is Boo Chisholm on the catch.
You know, Michael, back to your key points here. I think Atlanta knew coming into today that they were going to have a really hard time running it. BDG Hollywood's been kind of a draw, dive, out of the shotgun type of running back, and that's where a lot of his successes come from. Queen City, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, into the SFL red zone for the first time tonight. Woods takes the snap, has all day to throw. He dumps it off inside down to the 12-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Mark Chisholm's done his homework today, and his plan seems to be to attack these non-contract corners. So we should be seeing a heavy dose of what we're seeing right now.
And my two keys to the game for Queen City are both on their offensive side, so we'll get to them when they have the ball. Here's a run for BDG Hollywood. He runs near side, breaking through everybody, and untouched, he goes into the end zone. Put it on the board. Atlanta strikes first.
Just as I say it, Michael, I eat those words right back down. As soon as they came up, they went right back down. BDG Hollywood, good run there. Looks like it was a zone play. He bounces it out to the outside and just outruns the linebackers to the corner and for the end zone. Beautiful run, BDG Hollywood.
Great blocking as well there as he went untouched through the first two levels of defense. The kicker is Jason Arena, as he will attempt the first extra point of the night. And that kick is up, and it is good with 7:28 remaining in this evening's first quarter. Atlanta 7, Queen City nothing. And we'll get to the Queen City offensive keys to the game, and the first one is get Kyle Walsh going. He's got 15 rushing touchdowns with a league best 200 rush yards per game.
Yeah, absolute beast mode coming out of Kyle Walsh. If he gets going today, he has a chance of getting into 2,000. He'll need about 229 yards. Doable for a man like Kyle Walsh, though.
The kick is returned by Memphis Blue to the 26-yard line, and that is where the offense for Queen City will take over. That offense is led by the quarterback, number 16, A.J. Caswell. The running back is number 35, Kyle Walsh. The wide receivers are number 10, Chris Bush, number 84, Chris Curtis, number 86, T.E. Haynes, and number 87, Memphis Blue. The first, Caswell will throw on first down, and the throw to the corner is incomplete. That was intended for T.E. Haynes.
Looks like they're giving it to him, though. 2nd and 2.
Oh, I thought he missed that. Oh, no, he did, in fact, drag the feet. And that will tell me to look at the scoreboard before I call something.
You know, when I heard you call it incomplete, I'm thinking, well, that's a challengeable play right there. He drug both feet, but
I thought he'd stepped out of bounds, but it is 2nd down and 2. Now Caswell under center. They'll give it to Walsh off the far side. He goes beast mode through the first two levels of defense and up to the 45.
Yeah, nice power run to the outside. Great lead blocking there by the right guard. See Big 79 getting out there and laying the block on 55. Giving Walsh all sorts of room to get up there.
79, that's Corey Nails. A great name for a lineman.
Yeah, this is something that Queen City is notorious for. The Power O, they're one of the best at it, so I could see them doing it all night.
Well, they're running up the middle this time again, and this time the blocking is good, and he'll get 7 yards up to the 48 across midfield.
Yeah, good 7-yard scamper there.
This could be a low-scoring physical game tonight. We've got the number 1 scoring defense in Queen City. They only allow 22 points per game, and you're going up against the number 3 scoring defense in Atlanta, only 23.5 points per game given up. So this one could come down to the wire. As Walsh gets it again, this time he's hitting the backfield for the first time. He'll lose a couple yards back to the 49.
Yeah, I think as Atlanta starts adjusting to the power style that Queen City likes to run, where they get outside the tackle, I think you're going to see Atlanta try to mix it in, with some cover twos, and that may leave them susceptible to AJ over the top.
This time Casper under center. He'll give it to Walsh again, and he is stuffed in the backfield. 87 for Atlanta makes the stop.
No, that was big Luda. That was Luda, baby.
That was Luda.
Luda.
We're going to call his name a lot tonight, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Luda Chris makes the stop.
He's a beast. We played him twice in St. Louis, and every game he was a nightmare to deal with.
So after a promising start to the drive, Ricky Matthews has to punt the ball away, take it at the 15 and hit right there. Only advances 1 yard. And that is where Atlanta will come back on the field.
We have 2 score updates. First quarter, 6:15 to go. San Antonio 3, Dallas 0. 5:13 left to go in Cleveland. St. Louis leads that 7-0.
It's a big game over there, San Antonio against Dallas, because if Dallas loses, I think they're done. I think they can't make the playoffs. Hollywood gets the ball on 1st and 10, and he will get run over before he makes the line of scrimmage. 72, Tad Myers with a big hit.
This game, going back to your points, this game has a lot of playoff implications as well.
Yeah, Queen City wins, and they are in. No more questions about it. And Atlanta pretty much has to win to avoid having to win out their last 2 games. Bunch formation to the near side. Woods with all day goes over the middle, and that is tipped and incomplete. Number 42, Greg Morrison, got the hand to it. I don't think I've run through Atlanta's defense yet, so I'll do that right now. The safeties are number 20, Nick Nitro, number 23, Mahmoud Ajaluni. The cornerbacks are number 21, Delpha Coakley, and number 17, Jerry Forth. The linebackers are number 41, Colin LaMarche, and number 58, Aquantis Shine. And the defensive tackle is number 97, the aforementioned Luda Chris. And that ball is down the field and almost batted into the hands of a different receiver. The original intended target was Chisholm. The defensive back got a hand to it, and it was almost knocked into the waiting arms of an Atlanta receiver, but the ball is dropped. It'll be 4th down and 11.
So far, both defenses playing pretty well, other than that 1 scoring drive for Atlanta. But even then, I still think Queen City played decently that drive. So it looks like your keys, a defensive struggle. So far, so true.
Otis Jenkins punting from his own goal line. It'll be fielded just past the 40. Up to the 50 goes Memphis Blue. And that is where the all-black-clad Corsairs will get the ball for the second time.
Yeah, great starting position there for AJ Caswell and Kyle Walsh. It'll be interesting to see what Queen City brings this drive. The run game's been hit or miss so far, so we'll see if they try to throw it a little bit more.
Caswell goes under center with 2 backs behind him. He'll throw on 1st down, short drop, out to the far side, and that pass is caught by Memphis Blue for a gain of 4 yards. Atlanta cannot clinch the playoffs with a win this week, and they probably will have to win out to be sure of a playoff spot. because if Chicago keeps coming on strong at the end of the season, they do not own the tiebreaker with Chicago. Caswell back to pass, pumps, throws far side. That ball is tipped in the air, and it just bounced right off the hands of Elgin Villanueva. And it'll be third down.
Yeah, it looks like Ludacris has got Queen City really questioning whether or not they want to stick with the run game. We're seeing Caswell throwing it.
So now on 3rd and 6, they'll go back to the under center formation. Caswell to throw. Over the middle, that ball is caught, and pushing past the first down marker to the 40 is number 86, T.E. Haynes. First down, Queen City.
I just saw the commissioner type a playoff scenario and then retract it, so I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
It's getting crazy here, playoff time. A lot of madness going on.
They'll keep that under center look on first down and 10. They'll give it to Walsh. Contacted behind the line of scrimmage, but falls forward for only a loss of 1. And he's not been as effective tonight as he has been for most of the rest of the season. 13 for 5 so far.
We have another score update. First quarter, 2:50 to go. San Antonio 3, Dallas 3.
Second and 11. Caswell to throw again. Good blocking in front of him, but he completes the pass to T.E. Haynes. As he gets 9 yards, it'll be 3rd and 2. Another important third down here. They failed to complete their last third down on their last drive. This time they'll give it to Walsh again, and he's stuffed up on third down again. 3 separate white jerseys were there to bring him down, led by Colin LaMarche.
All right, I'm back. What did I miss?
You missed Queen City stalling another drive again. This time they almost get to the punt. It is high and short and fielded, and they're going to run it up from the 12-yard line out to the 26, surprising everybody. Me and everybody wearing a black shirt.
I got a white shirt on. But I was still surprised, nonetheless. We have a score update in St. Louis, 1:20 to go. St. Louis still leads 7-0 over Cleveland.
I'm not seeing those, so you're going to have to...
Yeah, I'm watching it live. I'm giving you the live scoop.
Hollywood on first down. Breaks through contact. It takes 2 Corsair defenders to bring him down after a gain of 3. With this East race is real close. We've got 6 teams currently vying for the top 4 spots. Queen City can clinch tonight. Nobody else can. This time Woods goes under center. Short drop. Good protection in front of him. Kind of wobbles the ball out there, but it's caught by Chisholm for a first down up to the Atlanta 44.
That was a Peyton Manning vintage duck pass there. And then Boo Chisholm channeling his inner Odell Beckham with that one-handed grab.
And if he doesn't stick the hand out there, that's probably an interception.
Beautiful play there.
Atlanta keeps moving those chains. They've looked like the better team here early, especially on offense.
Yeah, and I think Queen City, they start rusty. They've started rusty in a couple games, so it's not a shock. They're usually the type of team that'll turn it up as the game goes on.
Woods, near side. That ball is caught. Gain of 3, second down and 7. Eric Vinson makes the catch. Good evening to I'm an Effin' Problem, DeMar, Woodruff, Play to win, Hollywood 34, Mahmoud Ajaludi, King Woods Jr., and everybody else currently watching this game. Woods from under center has to step up in the pocket, but completes the pass over the middle and for another first down, and it's Chisholm again on the catch.
You know, for a rookie, that was a very nice veteran-like play. DeMar Woods stepping up into the pocket with pressure breathing down the barrel, just fires it away. First down. Good throw, young man.
Even though it is Monday night, we got the NFL to compete with. Still a full house here in Queen City. And that is the end of this evening's first quarter. Only 7-0. You're watching the SFL Network on YouTube. Stay with us.
Interesting fact, I was reading an article, and it was talking about how the NFL viewership's actually declined over the years. It's probably because of the SFL. We'll take credit for that.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
First play of the second quarter is a first down and 10 for the Queen City 44. And they'll give it to BDG Hollywood, and he gets 8 yards, running right up the gut.
Yeah, nice counter play there. Got the defense leaning one way. BDG cuts back and takes it the other. 8-yard carry there. Good job.
Sets up another second and short. Atlanta's been doing that a lot on this drive. They'll give it to Hollywood again, and this time he will not get farther than the line of scrimmage as 54 Alex Cross and 21 Stenzel Woods Jr. combined to make the tackle.
We have a red zone alert here. Huge bomb to Elijah Swain across the middle. He takes it all the way down to the 1 there in Cleveland.
Woods under pressure, steps up, throws. Got a receiver open over the middle of the field. Crossing routes continue to work, and Boo Chisholm has another catch. They're inside the SFL red zone down to the 18-yard line.
Look at this ball out of DeMar Woods' hands. Whew.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those tonight.
We're playing Duck Hunter tonight. Look at that. Boo Chisholm snatching it right out of the sky there.
And there was a couple of those in the first game tonight as well.
Yeah, not even tipped. He's just throwing them Peyton Manning balls. That's all it is. As long as they're accurate, it doesn't matter how they spin, I guess.
All right, 3 receivers to the top side. He'll look over the middle, short pass to Chisholm, and he gets 6 yards down to the 12.
Another score update. It looks like St. Louis just punched it in. They're going for the extra point. And it's good. St. Louis 14-0 over Cleveland. 10:23 left in the second quarter.
Well, St. Louis turned it on late in the year, got their first win recently, and now going for their second one. Now they go. Now Atlanta goes 3 receivers to the near side, and they hand it off to Hollywood, who breaks an arm tackle, running to the goal line, put it on the board. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Strong run by BDG, breaking, 2 tackles there to get into the end zone.
Yeah, 2 tackles, and some I couldn't see who it was, but somebody missed the tackle right at the line of scrimmage. That would have made it 3rd down. But instead, it's 13, most likely 14-0 Atlanta.
Yeah, Queen City's going to have to figure out how to get Cross, free to roam and make plays. He's the heart of their defense there. So if he gets caught up in the wash, it's going to be a long day. And BDG is going to have runs like that. So they're going to have to figure that one out.
Well, 2 touchdowns for BDG Hollywood early in this one. With 8:58 to go in the second quarter, it's Atlanta 14, Queen City nothing.
This is kind of stereotypical for Queen City, they have slow starts here and there, make the second half adjustments, but even throughout the season, last season, they dropped a couple games too that were head scratchers, but then they go into the playoffs, turn it on, and they win a championship. So
from the 10-yard line, taken back to the 29 by Blue.
Is there any way that Queen City doesn't make the playoffs this season?
It's going to be they're going to have to lose out and get help from other people.
Yeah.
But I think it is technically possible.
Either way, good showing here by Atlanta. They're playing some strong football.
Under center goes Caswell. Caswell hands it off to Walsh. Walsh fighting through a swarm of white jerseys. Excuse me, no pun intended. To get 4 yards up to the 33.
We have a second quarter update. 9:54 left to go. San Antonio 6, Dallas 3.
Dallas crumbling down the stretch. This time bunch formation to the top side. They'll give it to Walsh again, and he fights forward close to a first down, but he will not pick it up. 3rd down and 1.
All right, so the commissioner just posted in the chat, if Queen City loses out and Baltimore wins out, Baltimore could win the point differential tiebreaker after splitting the season series. That's the only scenario where Queen City doesn't get in.
I do not see it happening.
Is your
there
chat
goes
not working?
Walsh.
I don't know.
I don't know. My chat is being slow.
It's okay. I got you. I'll read for you. I got you.
All right. Well, I should pay more attention to the game as Kyle Walsh weaves his way through the Atlanta defense into plus territory. Biggest run of the night so far for him. 1st and 10 at the 48. Three receivers to the top side on first down, but they'll give it to Walsh again. And he only gets 2 yards as the defense was alive to that one. 55. Bushido Brown, the non-contracted linebacker, makes the tackle. Second and 8. From the beard of the Corsair on midfield. Caswell back to pass to the corner, and that is incomplete. That was intended for T.E. Haynes. And
yeah, Coakley. Yeah,
Coakley was all over it.
Came over the top. It looked like T.E. Haynes got the alligator arms there because A.J. Caswell threaded that ball.
Anyway, it's 3rd down and 8. They'll bring the bunch formation to the near side this time. Caswell to pass again. Going for it. Oh, that's picked off at the 15. A big play by Jerry Forth. And the Atlanta has the first takeaway of the night.
Yeah, air throw there by A.J. Caswell. Was going to the corner route, but again, corner routes into cover 3. I feel like a broken record every week. I say corner routes into cover 3. You're just asking to throw interceptions. Here we saw a corner route into cover 3, and it was intercepted.
Well, like a promising Queen City drive stunted by an interception as DeMar Woods gets the football back in his hands, and he throws a pick going to the house. Put it on the board. Touchdown, Queen City. Stenzo Woods with the pick 6.
That was an amazing play. Air throw there by DeMar Woods. The Woods to Woods connection. That's not the one Atlanta wants.
He threw it behind Eric Vinson.
Yeah, Queen City. One of the fewer times they're sitting in a cover 2, and they make DeMar Woods pay there. Pick 6.
And maybe this will ignite the offense for Queen City a little bit, as they've been lethargic at best here in the first half. But they do have points on the board. Ricky Matthews set to kick the extra point.
A.J. Caswell typing from the sidelines. After he threw that pick, he said, I just wanted to spice things up. And I guess, A.J., without that interception, you're not going to get that pick 6. So hats off. You get an assist. We'll put an assisted touchdown by A.J. Caswell in the stat box.
All right, well, the SFL scriptwriters fool us once again.
AJ's like, if I have anything to do with this, I'm going to write my own story. No more picks, AJ. They need you to have a clean game, bud.
Kickoff received at the 6-yard line. Running back near side and not going to get to the 30 is number 10, Ty Dot. At least I think that's how you pronounce that name. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, please forgive me.
Did I say AJ Caswell was somebody else for another team? I don't think I did. Waffly getting spicy in the chat saying AJ Caswell is Queen City. Jesus.
I formation for the first time here for Atlanta. Woods ran into the fullback before he handed off the ball, which delayed the handoff, and Hollywood goes nowhere. Harrison on the tackle. Second down and 10. This time, 3 receivers with Hollywood alongside Woods. And he will drop back to pass. Good protection in front of him. That ball is tipped and incomplete. Johnson with a big paw knocks that one out of the air.
Queen City sitting in cover 2 again. It looks like they've picked up on Atlanta trying to go to these out routes, and the cover 2 eats those alive. We almost had another pick 6 there.
I mean, it seems to be the only way that Queen City could generate some offense is by their defense.
Well, according to Waffle, maybe he just wanted me to spell his name out, but he's saying AJ Caswell is Jesus and is Queen City. But I think Kyle Walsh is probably Queen City, and he's had a pretty quiet
Goes over the middle. That's tipped again. Stenza Woods Jr. almost had another pick.
Yeah, this young man's having a big day for Atlanta's defense, and that's what they're going to need. Queen City. See, there we go. I caught it. He's having a big day for Queen City. They also need their Woods to have a big day so that they can climb back into this game. Good defensive series there.
The Woods of the DeMar variety was having a good game until this past couple series where he threw 1 pick 6 and almost threw 2 more.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily know if that's on DeMar per se. The game plan is calling for a heavy dose of out routes and flat routes. Queen City, having a championship coach, they've adjusted. They're putting in a lot of cover 2, and they're sitting shallow on these routes. And so, I don't know. I think DeMar's just got to be a little more patient. He's got a pretty decent pocket, and just take his time. Be a little more patient out there.
Empty set for Caswell on the first play of this drive. They'll start it from their own 41-yard line. Quick drop over the middle. That man was wide open, and it's a first down into plus territory to the 49. I guess if you put as many receivers as possible over the middle, they can't cover the ball.
Yeah. Slants are beautiful against the zone. Our league is a zone heavy. I don't know if the league's always been a zone heavy league, but man, the slants eat the zones alive.
Now they'll go traditional backfield. Throwing to the far side, complete. Got T.E. Haynes out there for a couple more yards. Second down and 4.
Well, we have a score update. Second quarter, 5:38 to go. San Antonio 6, Dallas 10. Looks like Shabazz heard you. He's waking up now.
Well, he's have to as the Roughnecks fight for their life, their playoff life, is that right? After Vancouver's win earlier this evening.
Vancouver is red hot.
Second down and 4. Here goes Kyle Walsh again. Slips through more tackles and gets a first down to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, strong run there by Kyle Walsh. It appears that this man's going to be the workhorse, and as we get later into the game, we should see him get going. Good blocks up there by number 23 and the pulling guard, getting out front and opening lanes for him. Waffle, we'll just call you Waffle July. That's what we'll call you. No problem, bud. We're just trying to reward you guys for being active in the chat.
Empty set again on 1st and 10. Going for it all down the sideline, and that is tipped and batted away by number 21.
AJ had him wide open
Coakley.
on the the fly route there, Coakley had to play catch-up in the last second. Caswell underthrown it, but it looked like he was about to, if he just put a little more juice on it, that could have been 6 right there.
2nd down and 10. Caswell, short drop, out to, excuse me, out to Walsh, and he gets 7 yards, 3rd down and 3.
Welcome to the chat, Curtis. We've got a professional amongst us now.
We have a professional amongst us.
Whew. Curtis is turning up the heat to about 82.
The pressure is on up here in the booth. 3rd down and 3 from the 28th. 28.
I like 28th. You can stick with it.
On 3rd and 3, they'll go to Walsh again, and he comes through with the 1st down to the 24.
Yeah, Nails pulling again. I really like these power O's. Well, they're not even the O's. They're just powers. Nails getting out on the corner and getting blocks. He's quick.
I am perfectly fine. Do not worry about me. Caswell to Walsh. Walsh fights through contact behind the line of scrimmage and gets 1 yard.
Yeah, one thing that stops power offenses is pressure, and we saw Al-Jawani flying down, closing the gap, stopping. I mean, Walsh still put his head down and gained a yard, but, you know, great play by Al-Jawani.
Angelotti, the 1 gold player on this Atlanta defense. This time, Caswell will go to the air. Good protection, and he's got a man down inside the 10 to the 6. That's a big, big catch for Elgin Villanueva.
Yeah,
The non-contract receiver making a big catch.
really nice post-cross pattern there by the Queen City players. Found him wide open on the post route across the middle.
Now to the SFL red zone we go at the 6-yard line. Hand off to Walsh. Trying to bounce it outside, and he will get hammered down at the 7-yard line. That's Nick Nitro on the tackle.
Man, Nitro coming in, laying the wood there. Big hit by that young man. Whew.
I almost called Ludacris's name because you do not expect a safety to be down there.
Luda was definitely involved in that play. He put the pressure, forced Walsh to bounce it outside, and Nick Nitro coming up with the smack.
Here's straight up the middle to Walsh, and he gets to the 5. It'll be 3rd down and goal. Kyle Walsh has 50 yards on the ground tonight. Hollywood only 31, but the big important number is 2 touchdowns. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning here on the SFL Network on YouTube.
I'd like to see Queen City punch it in here and keep this game close going into halftime. I mean, not that it's not close now, but, you know, going in 14-14 is a lot better than going in 14-7.
Twin backs behind Caswell as we play inside 2 minutes to go in the first half. Caswell will throw back of the end zone, tipped and incomplete. 3 white jerseys there, and nobody stuck out a hand to make the catch.
Whew. AJ, you're keeping it close here, bud. These are scary throws you're making. That reminds me of the New England and Seattle game. You know, you have a stud at running back, Kyle Walsh. Yes, it's been a rough day, but this is where he makes his money. I would have liked to see Queen City pound the ball there.
Well, it'll be the kicker, Ricky Matthews, to try and close up the score, make it a 4-point game.
Oh.
They got to it! They blocked the punt! And Atlanta falls on it at the 11-yard line.
Yeah.
No points for you!
Ooh. Looked like the quarterback had a little bit of a trouble getting the snap down, delayed the kicker there. Great pressure up the middle by Atlanta, getting the block there.
Atlanta gets the ball back at their own 11-yard line.
You're a funny man, AJ.
And the ball goes to Hollywood. He's going the backwards, but eventually he turns it upfield for 1 yard. I think I've been calling games for about 5 weeks now. I think that's the first blocked field goal I've seen.
You know, when I joined the league last season, I didn't see many. And this year, there's been a whole slew of blocked stuff.
Woods lets one go, and that's picked off! Here they come, back the other way, moving down to the 10, spin move to the 10-yard line, and that is where Michael Spurgeon will leave it. DeMar Woods with 2 interceptions in this first half.
Yeah, sitting back in a cover 3 there. Michael Spurgeon reaching up, climbing the elevator, making the pick, and returning the ball. Good return by that young man, getting it down to the 9.
And San Antonio has scored again. They lead Dallas 13-10 with 1:28 to go first half.
You know, I'm a big fan of San Antonio. They're one of those teams that they just every game they've come close to winning, it feels like.
Short drop, dumps it off to Walsh near side, puts his head down and runs out to the 5-yard line. Didn't we just do this? A little bit of deja vu here for the Queen City offense.
You know, but this time Queen City is going to Walsh early. They need to make it often, and Walsh needs to carry the load and just punch it in for Queen City here.
Second and goal from the 5. Here's Walsh. Got a hole to run through, and you can put it on the board. Touchdown, Queen City.
Yeah, strong eye power out of Queen City there. Their guards, and that was Nail on the pull there. Their fullback and guard are paving the way. Watch this pull here. Will we see it? Nail, look at Nail, 79. Taking on Nick Nitro and making sure he can't come down and make a play. Good pull there. The fullback we also saw making that kick-out block on one of the linebackers. So Queen City's pull game is very strong, and I think they just got to keep going back to it. I think the key to their run game is don't let Luda pressure up the middle, and don't let them get through that pulling guard's gap, and you're going to get some yards here.
Well, if you run the ball as much and as effectively as the Corsairs do, you know a thing or two about blocking downfield.
Yeah, indeed. We have another score update. Man, San Antonio and Dallas starting to turn it on. Second quarter, 1:15 to go. San Antonio 13, Dallas 17.
There's about 30 seconds between touchdowns there in that game. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, both teams, big playmaking potential. And that's what
From
we're
the
seeing.
5-yard line with 38 seconds to go, and it'll be 37 seconds to march down the field to try and take the lead going into halftime as Dot returns it to the 25.
I'm not even sure. What is the WAFL? AJ? I'm not sure what that is. Is that an old sim league? Or?
I think it was the league that preceded the SFL, but I am not sure.
I see.
Bunch formation to the near side for Atlanta. Woods back to throw. Throws near side. That is off the back of Vincent. As 42, Greg Morrison laid out to try and make the pick, but he couldn't.
Did we lose you there, friend?
I'm still here.
Okay.
Did you not hear that last play?
No, I did it.
Now they'll go bunch to the far side. Woods changing the play at the line as he's under center. Got to throw again. This time goes to the far sideline, and he gets 6 yards as Ty Dot makes the catch.
Yeah, as Waffle points out here, 28 people watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. But please, 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 please hit the like button. Every like helps the league move a little bit closer to our goals.
Empty set now. Lamar Woods all alone in the backfield. He throws to the far side. That's a one-handed grab for the first down. That's Booch. No, that's Eric Vinson. Or Taylor. That font confused me. I thought that was 88. But that is Cody Taylor, the tight end, on the catch. First and 10, 25 seconds to go in the first half. Let's see if they can get it down into field goal range. Woods under center. He hands the ball off to Hollywood. Hollywood runs near side, gets through a couple blocks and into the open field. 40, 30, 20, 10. Goodbye, and you can put it on the board. It's a first half hat trick of touchdowns for BDG Hollywood.
Look at this stutter step, setting up his blocks. Nice little stutter step. That stutter step right there was the key that gave his team enough time to set up the blocks, and then BDG showing his explosion, flying right through the hole.
Oh, it's T dot. Okay, thank you. I'm an effing problem. What a run. That is the best run of the night by either running back. Hollywood putting his stamp on this game.
Yeah, that stutter step, beautiful. And that whole move set up that run. Gave his guys it's just such a split second and such a move that you may not see it and you may not notice it, which is why I'm pointing it out and I'm emphasizing it. But that little shuffle step that he did threw off the defense and allowed his guys to set up the blocks, to open the lane, and let them take it to the house. Beautiful run, beautiful setup by BDG.
Well, now Queen City has 14 seconds to answer back.
I just saw the halftime stats from the St. Louis-Cleveland game. 217 total yards by St. Louis, 86 out of Cleveland.
Blue takes the ball from just outside the 10-yard line, bounces off a tackle, spin move, and he almost broke free. He only had one man to beat, and that man was number 21, Coakley. And he brought him down. Otherwise, it could have been going all the way.
What's your predictions here, Michael? Do you think Queen City launches it here, or do you think they just run out the time?
I don't know. I think they might just run this one up the middle, and that looks like it's what they're going to do. And, they got a free play. They're going to run it anyway. Walsh gets back to the line of scrimmage. The clock stops because of the penalty. And they're going to have to think about it again. That's some wishful thinking there, Mahmoud. We play all 4 quarters.
Yep, you're stuck with us for 2 more, sir. AJ says it's interception time. It may be, AJ. It may be.
Well, first down and 5, 6 seconds to go in the half. And they look like they're going to air it out. Empty set, 4 receivers near side for Caswell.
Here we go, AJ.
Drops back. No pressure. Pumps. Launches it deep down the middle of the field. It's hanging in the air and it's intercepted. At the 10-yard line, number 29, Harvey Freeman, or Huey Freeman, took it away. And that ends the first half.
You know, AJ ending the half there with an interception. Uncharacteristic. He had a positive touchdown-interception ratio coming into this.
We have reached halftime in upstate New York. Atlanta 21, Queen City 14. We'll be back after the break. Stay with us. This is the SFL Network on YouTube. Welcome back to Buffalo, New York, and Conpro Field, where Queen City, in their final home game of the season, trails Atlanta 21-14 at halftime, as we are getting set to get underway here in the second half. Thank you, all of us. Thank you to everybody watching for staying with us through a tough Monday night schedule. Obviously, the hurricane that is hitting Florida and parts of Georgia right now, having to alter our schedule this week as Blue takes it back to the 25-yard line.
We do have a score update. St. Louis leads Cleveland 14-7 with 10:31 left in the third quarter there. Cleveland did answer back with a huge fade route across the middle to number 19, and he took it for about 70 yards for a touchdown.
All right, here we go. Looking for some more offense on both sides in the second half. Under pressure, he has to dump it off, and Caswell threw that in between two receivers. Incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like Ludacris getting that pressure up the middle, making Caswell a little uncomfortable. Swaim just went beast mode. Huge score update. St. Louis 20, Cleveland 7. Huge play there by Swaim. Took it to the house.
Under center goes Caswell on 2nd down and 10 from his own 25. He'll hand it off. Here goes Walsh. And up to the 30 he goes. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, and I think that's the key to this game. That the run games for both teams have really kind of set the pace. It's not so much the quarterbacks turning the ball over. It's, the run games. If Queen City could turn it around with the run game, they may be able to get the lead in this one.
3rd down and 5. They'll do it to Walsh again, and he's met with contact at the line of scrimmage and can only drag him forward for 2 yards. 4th down. LaMarche on the tackle. Called his name a couple times tonight. He's made some big stops. And out to punt again is Ricky Matthews.
The stagnant play by Queen City here has really put a lot of pressure on their defense.
As it's returned up to the 39 by Eric Vinson. And that is where Atlanta will have the ball first, with 9:49 remaining in the third quarter.
DeAndre Noel hitting us with some facts here. First time since the 1850s, 2 major hurricanes have hit the U.S.
Lamar Woods to throw on 1st down, and he's incomplete as the receiver dropped the ball. Leroy Green, the 4th wide receiver on the depth chart, had his moment and then threw it away. Second and 10 for the Swarm. This time, 2 backs behind DeMar Woods, and only 2 wideouts. They'll give it to Hollywood. Good blocking in front of BDG Hollywood, and he almost broke one. He gets 7 yards up to the Atlanta 46.
Yeah,
he's over, and that will put him over 100 yards.
The big boys there, number 60 and 66, pulling hard, opening up some room, and BDG almost broke it there.
This time it's only Hollywood in the backfield. He'll get the ball, and the offensive line went out to lunch as there were 3 different Corsair defenders in the backfield, and it was number 54, Alex Cross, bringing him down.
Yeah, the silver linebacker for Queen City shooting the gap, and that is the problem whenever you go into a power offense. Anytime you start pulling people, you'll always be susceptible to the pressure. Queen City dialing it up. The inside linebacker blitz, and Cross flying right through to make the stop in the backfield.
Well, the teams trade 3 and outs to start off the second half. And blue only returns this one up to the 16s. The worst starting position of the night coming up for Queen City.
Good to hear you are doing okay, Mighty. Dealing with the effects of the hurricanes.
First and 10 from inside their own 20. Pressure shown off the edge, but they don't bring it. That's a great block to Spring Walsh, and Walsh gets 7 yards. Don't know who that was. Put their body on the line to give Walsh a hole to run through.
I'm pretty sure it was the left guard there. So we will see once we get set. 79. Is that Nails again?
That is Nails again. He's been big tonight for the home side. On second down and 3, they give it to Walsh. He'll try to bounce it outside, and he will. All the way up to the 33-yard line. Another big gain for the running back.
Yeah, and we just saw him go into the power O. And speaking of Nails, look at him. Not doing much, but he's out there.
He's out there. He didn't actually block anybody, but he's there.
He probably slowed Kyle Walsh down there.
Four wideouts this time for Walsh, who takes a no-step drop from under center and gets hit and dropped by number 91. If I can find 91.
Gun Rummy.
Gun Rummy. What a name.
Gun Rummy with the pressure. Another score update in St. Louis. Third quarter, 8:14 to go. St. Louis 28, Cleveland 7.
Man, Mac Wavy Jr. on the hot seat right now as his high-flying offense is struggling against St. Louis. Caswell to throw to the near side, and he's got complete to T.E. Haynes. That'll get you 5 yards, and it'll be third down.
Maybe Cam, if we can get some updates on that San Antonio game, that'd be great. I don't have that one pulled up.
Caswell to throw, deep drop, and he finds a receiver, and he didn't get out of bounds far enough. Memphis Blue made the catch and did not stretch the football across the markers. It'll be fourth down and inches, and what do you do here if you're Queen City?
I would consider challenging it, and I would also consider trying to make them hard snap, but it doesn't look like they're going to do it.
But it is not. And 3 consecutive punts to open up this second half. The kick is away. Fielded at the 23-yard line and up to the 26. Goes Vincent. So Atlanta will get the ball back up by 7 points with 7:01 to go third quarter. And this, what we're getting out of halftime is almost what I expected we were going to get through the entire game. Just defense domination. But we're finally seeing it.
Yeah, I like I said, I think the run games are really dictating the pace of this game, and Queen City uncharacteristically unable to get the run game going.
Pressure coming up the middle. Woods has to get rid of it, and he finds Boo Chisholm over the middle for 6 yards.
You know, Woods, for being a gold quarterback, you know, he's not really zinging the ball around like I'd expect out of a guy getting paid that much.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of ducks.
Yeah, he's just floating them, and it's real dangerous.
Most of them have been complete passes, ducks, but this time Hollywood gets the carry off the left side, and he breaks through the defense and gets all the way up to the 43-yard line, first down.
You know, it is refreshing to see a running back built like BDG Hollywood showing the league that speed and elusive backs can be efficient, as he just saw him spin past the silver inside linebacker and Alex Cross. If that was Kyle Walsh, we would have seen him trying to run through every single member of the Atlanta defense.
And possibly doing it.
Yeah, possibly.
Here, Hollywood gets it again, but the run blitz works to perfection as they drop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Huge pressure up the middle by numbers 75 and 96 for Queen City. Koa Kaleo respectively. And
Koa Kaleo at 96 is... You must have seen that number wrong because they don't have one.
Well, we'll give it to 75 then, or 95. 75, 95.
That would be Terreo Mendez. Hollywood gets the ball again. This time, he's got a lane to the outside, and he gets across the 50 all the way to the Queen City 42.
I am not blind. It was 96. I'm telling you. We'll see
All right.
him.
Well, we will never know the identity of this lineman.
He needs to make a stop, and then we'll get some of it. DeMar telling us to put some respect on his name.
First and 10 for the 42. Woods will dump it off short to Hollywood, and he will lose a yard. As number 54, that's Alex Cross, comes up and makes the tackle.
We do have a score update from I'm an Effing Problem, 17-13. I'm assuming that's Dallas's lead over San Antonio with 7 minutes left in the third. We also have a score update, and we'll tell you after this play.
Under center goes Woods. Deep drop to throw. He's got all the time in the world and almost threw a pick. He shortchanged Eric Vincent so much that Stenzo Woods Jr. almost got it.
Yeah, some dangerous passes there by AJ Caswell. Cam letting us know 96 is possibly Rosa. And we do have a score update here. Third quarter, 5:59 to go. Cleveland getting on the board again. It's now 28 St. Louis, 14 Cleveland.
Woods with all day to throw, complete over the middle, down inside the red zone to the 16, and Chisholm has another impressive catch.
Yeah, Woods throwing it to one of his favorite targets, Boo Chisholm, on a post route in traffic. Telling DeMar Woods, I got you, Boo. That was a bad pun. I'm sorry.
Bunch formation to the top side. Woods to throw, dumps it off short. The check down goes to BDG Hollywood, and he picks up 2 yards.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who Atlanta goes to here now in the red zone. BDG's had a huge day. I wouldn't be surprised if they go there. But you do have some really reliable receivers and tight ends.
Seconds out at 8, possibly going back to the ground here. And they will to Hollywood. Right up the middle. And he goes nowhere as Alex Cross comes up and makes another tackle.
Yeah, really good pressure. We mentioned that earlier. Anytime you go into a power offense, and there we had a strong eye power play. The pulling guards got jammed up by the D lineman, allowing Cross to fly right in and make the stop.
Third down at 8. Woods alone in the backfield with 3 receivers to the top side. He'll float it over the middle to the goal line, and it is a touchdown. Put it on the board for number 89. Cody Taylor, the tight end.
You know, I almost thought he dropped it there for a minute, but good pull in there by Cody Taylor on a post route. Tons of pressure there, catching the ball in traffic. Good play, young man.
Well, now Atlanta opens up a 2-score lead here in the third. And Queen City's offense has got to get going because we have seen nothing out of them in here in this second half.
Yeah, I'm a little worried for Queen City. If they do not get Kyle Walsh rolling and get some big hits in there, this one I fear could be over. You know, I don't want to write them off yet. These are the defending champs. This is Queen City. They can put points up in a hurry. But I think if you're going to have to throw it, you're going to be throwing it into an Atlanta defense that's got huge pressure up front with Ludacris, and you're going to be slinging it into, cover 3. So it's a little worrisome.
Blue from the 6-yard line will be driven down by 3 Atlanta defenders at the 28. And this is a critical drive here for the home team.
Yeah.
Down 2 scores. Just over 2 minutes to go in the third, and their offense has not been moving the ball very well.
Yeah, I'm an effing problem saying it is not enough when you're playing against Queen City, and that's right. Queen City does have the potential to put points up quickly.
Caswell to throw on first down. He'll go for the corner route, and he's got it! Down the sideline goes number 84. Sorry, that is Elgin Villanueva with the 3rd big catch.
Yeah, just as we speak about the explosiveness.
And that's Chris Curtis.
Yeah.
That is Chris Curtis on the catch. I swear 84 has caught the ball before, and that's been Villanueva, but Chris Curtis.
Well, we have it listed as Villanueva, but hey, maybe they've got duplicate numbers out there.
1st and 10 all the way down inside the SFL red zone to the Atlanta 16. You mentioned putting points up on the board fast. Caswell dumping it off to the fullback. That's number 23, Hadley DeMonte. And he gets 2 yards. 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Diamante doesn't really get called much. He's pretty much a blocking guy for Kyle Walsh, but there we see him showing off the soft hands, picking up 2 yards.
Walsh alone in the backfield. He'll get the ball, and he will get 1 yard as no hole opened up to run through, and LaMarche brought him down.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to run up the middle. We see Ludacris again setting the pile, what Ludacris does is he sets the line of scrimmage, and when he's pushing the line of scrimmage back a yard or 2, it just frees up the linebackers to go crazy.
3rd down and 7. Got to make the first down marker to the 6. Caswell deep drop to the end zone, tipped it incomplete. That is a big play out there by Coakley. We've called his name a couple times tonight. And that might be the most important play he's made all game.
Yeah, really nice bump there by Coakley to knock the receiver off of his corner route and then getting his head around on a swivel to tip the ball away. We have another score update. 3rd quarter, 2:49 to go. Cleveland putting up some more points. They're now 14 points unanswered. The score is 28-21. St. Louis over Cleveland.
Ricky Matthews looking to put some points on the board here for Queen City. The last one was blocked. This one was almost blocked, but it is right down Main Street. And it's 28-17 with 1:24 to go in the third.
The field must be wet down there. It just seems like the ball is sinking into the turf every time we have a field goal attempt here. That was almost their second block.
Almost blocked that one again.
Yeah.
Someone was right there.
AJ Caswell saying he wasn't loved as a child, apparently, and that's why he is very sarcastic. You're loved now, AJ. Just know that, bud.
Taken just inside the 20-yard line. And a big hit as number 92, John Setster, I think that's how you say that, comes up and makes the tackle.
Yeah, T-Dot getting smacked a little bit there. He's gonna have to shake out the cobwebs after that one.
First down and 10 for Atlanta from their own 31-yard line. BDG Hollywood is alone in the backfield. He'll get the ball and shake through some arm tackles and get 1 yard.
Yeah, nice tackle there by Mick Weimer to stop BDG from busting it loose there. But good pressure again by Queen City defense.
Bunch formation to the top side for the Atlanta Swarm. DeMar Woods to throw. Pressure at his face. He gets the ball away, and it's picked off again. This one is coming back to the 20 and tackled at the 16-yard line. What a play as Jack Thomas, the reserve strong safety, takes the ball out of the air.
Yeah.
And another duck thrown by DeMar Woods.
Yeah, Jack Thomas sitting there in cover 2. And DeMar Woods throwing another Peyton Manning ball. And, man, just the freest interception.
Second interception in his own territory tonight for DeMar Woods. He's now thrown 3. And Queen City's going to get another chance. Over the middle, that ball is complete. It'll be 2nd down and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, it appears that Queen City has made some big adjustments here at halftime. They're sitting in corner 2 a little more than they were in the first half. And so far, it's paying big dividends there. We'll see if Atlanta makes any adjustments to attack the cover 2 and maybe get a big play.
Offset eye here on 2nd and 5. Atlanta will load the box, but they'll give it to Walsh anyway, running through tacklers, and he gets cut down at the 7. What a hit there from 23. That's Mahmoud Ajalani from the safety spot, and we have hit the end of the 3rd quarter. We've got a big game, playoff implications on the line, 11 minutes to go. Stay with us. You're watching the SFL Network on YouTube.
Yeah, big hit there by Al-Jawani, showing why they're paying him the big bucks. Coming in big there. To save
3rd down and 1. If you're Queen City, you do not want to stall in the red zone again. Caswell, with time, throws to DeMonte, and he can't get the ball inside the pylon. It'll be 1st and goal from the goal line.
Yeah, rumble, big man rumble. Getting the 1st down, Diamante taking it down to the 1-yard line. Let's see if Queen City can punch it in here.
Let's see how close this spot is to the goal line. About as close as you can get.
If Kyle Walsh sneezes, it'll be a touchdown.
It'll be a sneak, and he's in! A.J. Caswell with his first rushing touchdown of the year.
Interesting play. I don't know if that was a QB draw or if Walsh just said, I'm not taking this ball. I don't think Walsh moved at all. He just stood there, and A.J. said, well, I'm not going to throw a pick. I'm just going to run this one in. What do you think about that?
To my knowledge, he is the first quarterback to rush for a touchdown other than Shabazz Synergy this season.
Yeah, and Shabazz is definitely geared to be running touchdowns. A.J. Caswell, definitely not geared to be running touchdowns, but hey, I guess when Atlanta hands you a lemon, you make lemonade.
It almost looked to me that it was a busted play, but then Walsh got out in front and made the block that made the touchdown possible. So,
yeah, it looked, I don't know if it was just an error by Walsh, just a misunderstanding there, but AJ was not having any of it and said, I'm just going to do this myself, and hats off to him, getting a very much needed touchdown.
Well, the lead has shrunk to only 4. And we've got to get a tight game coming down the stretch here as Atlanta will start from their own 29. And we were talking about this earlier, that Queen City turns it on late in ball games. They've done it several times this season, coming from behind in the 4th quarter. DeMar Woods over the middle. That ball is batted away and incomplete. Big play by number 20, Michael Spurgeon.
Yeah, coming across the middle in his cover 3 assignment, breaking up the pass.
Second down and 10. This time, trips to the near side. And Hollywood alongside Woods in the shotgun. Woods takes the snap. Pressure coming off the edge. Throws, and it's almost picked again. Spurgeon had the ball in his hands, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, Queen City shifted their defense to a 3-2 nickel on that play and almost made Woods pay.
That's 2 plays in a row that Michael Spurgeon maybe should have had a pick.
They're back in the 3-2 nickel here.
As it stands, it's third down and 10. Empty set for DeMar Woods. Woods takes the snap. All time to throw, and this one is almost picked again. 3 straight plays, and this time it's Greg Morrison who almost got it. And they're going to give Queen City the ball back with a chance to take the lead with 10 minutes to go in the ball game. You'd think they'd want to lead on Hollywood a little bit more here with the lead and the time running out.
Yeah, I think if you're Atlanta, you got to be concerned here.
Oh, they're coming for the punt. They didn't get it.
Queen City roaring back here. Big turnovers by Atlanta. You know, that was something they didn't do a ton of in the first half, but coming out in the second half here, DeMar Woods is just giving the ball back to Queen City on a silver platter.
It seems that it almost felt like they weren't happy with their lead, even though it was a 2-score lead, you know, burned some clock, and DeMar Woods comes out firing the ball downfield and throws a pick, almost throws a couple more picks, and Queen City has the ball back. Here's Kyle Walsh up the middle, and he'll get 3 yards.
Man, ludicrous. That guy is a monster. Did you see him just blow right through? Just took his guy, created pressure, kept that to a 3-yard gain.
Oh, yeah. He really makes the case almost single-handedly for star defensive linemen in this league.
Yeah, he's just so powerful. He's usually getting a double team every time.
Here's Walsh again, and nobody blocking. I think that's Ajalani. No, it's not. It's Nick Nitro, the other safety. Nobody blocked him.
Yeah, we have a score update. Fourth quarter, 6:52 to go. San Antonio 16, Dallas 24.
That's a good one, Dow. That's an important game. Almost, I'm not going to say more important than the game we're calling, but it's pretty important. Empty set on 3rd and 9 for Caswell, and there hits the receiver in the back. Chris Curtis didn't turn around to get the football.
AJ just playing lawn darts there with Curtis, just pinging him with the ball.
Nope, Atlanta's going to get another chance to increase their lead now with just over 9 minutes to go.
Oh yeah, punter, I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
Punt is cleanly away from the 30-yard line. Fielded just inside the 20, makes a man miss and gets up to the 25. That was the fake Chris Curtis, says AJ Caswell.
Yeah, he's
Oh, apparently, Queen City has 2 number 84s that are both wide receivers.
I hear they're both
Woods.
good looking.
Oh, he gets a wide open receiver down the sideline. 20, 10, 5. You can put it on the board. Touchdown, ATL.
Man, Cody Taylor turning on the juice there. I don't know if that was a wheel route or a fly, but he ended up wide open. It was a fly route. He got off the bump. That was the cover 2 we were talking about. We said if Queen City gets caught in a cover 2, they'll be really susceptible to fades, fly routes, and corner routes. And here we go. We see Cody Taylor blowing past the press of the corner, catching a huge fly route there, and then he turned on the speed burners.
Cody Taylor has 2 impressive touchdown catches tonight. And Atlanta will look to go up by 11 with 8:54 to go. Jason Arena puts this one through. And oh man, the hill for Queen City just got a lot steeper coming down the stretch in this ball game.
Yeah, I'm not so sure Queen City has the recipe to figure this one out. But don't put anything past them. If any coach in the SFL can figure it out, it's Queen City's coach. So we'll see. Wait and see.
I mean, they showed a little bit of that dynamic offense earlier in this quarter when they scored their only touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, the beauty about Queen City is they're just built so dynamically on offense. They can throw it. They've got plenty of weapons to throw the ball. They obviously have Kyle Walsh who can catch and run. So this team is very dynamic. They can put up points. But we just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see if AJ can get this offense moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got plenty of time, 8 minutes, 50 seconds. First down and 10 from their own 34. Atlanta stacks the box against the run. They'll come with pressure, and Walsh gets free down the sideline across the 50. And Nick Nitro had to make a possible touchdown-saving tackle there.
Yeah, interesting shift by the Atlanta defense where they were in a strong eye. It might have been a weak strong eye. But man, it just allowed Queen City to pull and get wide open and just really a clean hole for Kyle Walsh to run through.
The ball just over midfield, right on the Corsair logo. Offset eye on first down with Caswell under center. Caswell to throw, throws near side. This pass is complete, and fighting for the first down is, well, it's 84. We don't know who that is. It's one of the players that wear 84. I'm going to say it's Elgin Villanueva.
No, the name on the back looks too short. It is Curtis.
Yeah, that's Chris. That's Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis picks up a first down to the Atlanta 39.
Showing that strength, pushing through. Elgin might have busted that one though, Curtis. So step up your game. You got to represent the 84s better than that.
Single back is Walsh, and he'll get the carry, and he will fall forward down to the 32-yard line. Gain of 7, second down and 3.
This is good. This is good life we're seeing here out of Queen City. They're able to throw the ball, and they're getting some big run plays here. This is what we need to see. They have to play error-free football for the remainder of the game. That's going to be tough for AJ, but I think he can do it.
Second down and 3 now. From just outside the 30 to the 32, Kyle Walsh gets the ball, runs through the first level of defense, and gets down to the 23-yard line. I don't know how he got through there, but somehow he did.
Paper thin. Kyle Walsh getting sideways there. He cuts it back across the middle, squeezing through there. Right past Ludacris and number 91. Oh, that's Jen Rummy and Ludacris not able to close that gap that Kyle Walsh squeezed through.
First down and 10 at the 23-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Deep drop at a throw out to the far side is complete, and stepping out of bounds is T.E. Haynes. 4-yard carry, now down inside the SFL red zone to the 19-yard line. Good to see that not many people in the crowd have left the ball game so far tonight.
Now, these two teams are must-see TV in terms of SFL. So I definitely see why people aren't leaving.
That's another route to the outside, and that's another first down, this time to the 12. And this time T.E. Haynes will catch it again.
We have another score update here. Cleveland tying the ball game here, pending the extra point.
Cleveland, another team that needs to win to stay alive tonight.
And they do it, 28-28. 5:33 left in the fourth quarter.
This time, Curtis almost gets in there. But number 27, that's Jerry Forth, makes the stop. Second down and 1 at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, big stop there. Cleveland, how about Cleveland coming back? 21 unanswered points to tie up the ball game.
Second and 1 from the 3-yard line. Here's Walsh. He runs, and he gets the first down at the 2, but he did not get the touchdown. So they'll have 4 chances to punch it in from inside the 5.
Bushido Brown stopping Walsh short of the end zone there.
Here we go. First and goal from the 2. They'll give it to Walsh, and he has a lane, and he puts another touchdown on the board for Queen City. We've got a ball game again, folks. It looks like it's going to be a 4-point game again. Just over 5 minutes to play.
It'd be interesting to see if Queen City comes out for a 2-point conversion here. I don't think they will, but if they did, you know, you're really not in a bad position either way. You still would have to score. You know, if you make it, it puts it to a 3-point game. If you kick an extra point, puts it to a 4-point game. If you miss it, it's a 5-point game. So,
I mean, I would almost agree with you there. 5 or 4, it doesn't really matter. It's still you got to score a touchdown.
Right. That's my opinion. I don't know. In this situation, I would have gone for 2. The extra point really doesn't do much for you. Although if they do score a touchdown, I believe it would make it a 3-point game. So, I mean, Queen City here, they're kind of playing the long game. So,
we're running out of time to play any sort of long game with 5:29 to go. Ricky Matthews has the ball on the tee.
Fennell for St. Louis just rushed a huge touchdown. Score update, 34-28 in St. Louis. St. Louis with the lead there. Or in Cleveland, my apologies.
It's brought out to... The kickoff is brought out to the Atlanta 26-yard line. And that is where DeMar Woods will start. Now, it looks like Atlanta, even though they have the lead, is under a little bit of pressure here with the way Queen City's moving the ball on offense. Woods to throw on first down. He'll check down to Hollywood, and Hollywood will get 1 yard. Well, a lot more offense in this game than I was expecting. I thought, you know, the score would be at the end of the game kind of how it was at the end of the first half, 21-14.
Yeah, and these are the averages for both of these teams. Atlanta, 4 points above their game average. Queen City right on, so.
Woods throwing over the middle, caught at a first down out to the 39-yard line. That's a big, big catch for T. Dot.
Cam just put in the chat there. Fourth quarter, 4:19 to go. St. Louis 35, Cleveland 28. That's a high-scoring game right there.
That would be a major upset if that score holds to knock Cleveland out of playoff contention.
Yeah, Fennell's had a big day. That last touchdown run, he broke about
3 play for Atlanta here. Rumbling forward is BDG Hollywood, and it's going to be close, but I think they accept the penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, number 96, defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat.
Yep, and they do. First down and 5.
There it is, 96, Mr. Rosa.
Is Rosa.
Cam was right.
Took us, what, 45 minutes to figure that out?
Yeah.
To confirm it in game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's had a pretty quiet game, in fairness.
First down and 5 for the Swarm. Trips to the near side. Maybe looking to go for a deep shot here on first down and short. Woods takes the snap, looks to throw. No pressure up the middle at all from Queen City's defense, and he hits Boo Chisholm for first down yardage up to midfield. No, excuse me, that's Eric Vincent. Right at midfield are the Swarm. Waiting a long time to snap the ball. They'll give it to Hollywood. Hollywood bounces off a tackle and gets 1 yard up to the 48-yard line. Into plus territory go Atlanta.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. Atlanta trying to run the clock here.
You run the risk if you're Atlanta of stalling a drive and Queen City then going down and scoring a game winner. But that is all to be decided in the next 3 minutes and 15 seconds. As Hollywood will get another handoff, and he slips through the defense, and he could go. He will go to the 20, the 15, the 10, and he's hauled down inside the 2. What a run for Hollywood.
I would like to know what they have on BDG Hollywood. He seems like he's built like Barry Sanders. The only finesse back to really break tackles in this league, but showing off the speed there. And then dragging the number 42 and even Woods Jr. there at the end, making a saving tackle, preventing the touchdown.
That might just ice it if they could punch this one in here. But you never know, it's the SFL. Passing formation, oddly enough, on 1st and goal from the 2. Woods to pass to the end zone. Tipped and intercepted. It's taken away by number 39, Jack Thomas. He has his 2nd pick of the day.
Cleveland.
And Alex Bond in the chat called it.
The Pete Carroll syndrome here. This is great. Giving Queen City the ball at the 20-yard line.
And all of BDG Hollywood's amazing work to get him down inside the red zone. That great 50-yard run, completely nullified by a poor throw from DeMar Woods and his 4th pick of the day.
Yeah, tough night for DeMar. Really has to, if Atlanta's going to be a legitimate.
Caswell to Walsh, one-handed grab as the ball was thrown behind him. He gets 6 yards. He does get out of bounds, so it's 2nd down and 4. Clock stops, 2:21 to go.
Yeah,
both teams still have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning remaining.
Yeah, I was saying if Atlanta wants to be considered a playoff threat, moving forward, they really have to figure out how to protect DeMar Woods a little bit better.
More score updates. Cleveland has tied it up with St. Louis 35-all, 2:35 to go in that one. Over the middle, Caswell completes the pass to Chris Curtis. And another big gain. Now they're driving up to the 36-yard line. They'll go up-tempo. Another snap. Quick drop to the sideline. And unable to stay in bounds is Todd Mack. No, forgive me, that's Kyle Walsh. We have one game that has gone final. Dallas stays alive in the playoff hunt. They beat San Antonio 27-16.
This isn't uncharacteristic of Dallas. They had a few games where they struggled last season as well, and then rode.
Caswell hit as he throws, and he's lucky that was not a fumble. We've hit the 2-minute warning here. We've got a 4-point game. 35-31. Stay with us. This is going to be a barn burner of a finish. This is the SFL Network on YouTube. This might be the most important play of the game right here. 3rd down and 10 for Queen City from their own 36-yard line with 2 minutes to go. Empty set for A.J. Caswell. It sits in the pocket, throws it down the middle. That's picked off! The Swarm take it away for the first time and that is number 20, Nick Nitro, with a big interception.
Yeah, Nick Nitro sliding back into cover 3. AJ Caswell not recognizing it. And Nick Nitro cutting underneath the post route for the interception. That might be game there.
I don't know. I mean, Queen City does have 3 timeouts. If they stop them to force a field goal, then they'd be down by 7 and you'd score a touchdown to tie.
Yeah.
It is not over, but it might be very close. Woods to the sideline. That pass is incomplete as Eric Vincent was all the way already out of bounds.
Well, I mean, the way DeMar's been playing today, the game's never really over. Anything can happen. Queen City's showing that they have a propensity to make a big play on defense. So you never know. DeMar's got to take care of the ball. You got to just keep giving it to BDG. He's having a huge day. He'll eat the clock up. That's the key to victory right now if you're Atlanta.
2nd down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Woods hands off to Hollywood. Hollywood gets around the right side, and he's cut down after a 2-yard gain, and the Corsairs call their first timeout.
A best case scenario here for Queen City is they get a stop, call a timeout, get the ball back roughly around they'll be deep. It'll be a deep one.
Trips to the near side on 3rd down and 8. Woods to throw. Pressure in his face, and down he goes back at the 46-yard line. Queen City will get the ball back. They burn their 2nd timeout. First sack of the day, and there he is, Jonathan Rosa, with the big sack.
Yeah, host of Queen City Corsairs flying. We had Koa Kaleo, number 75, flying in there. We had Cross coming in on a delayed linebacker blitz. And our man, the masked man, now revealed, Rosa, flying around on the outside from the defensive end position.
Here we go. Punting is Otis Jenkins. He'll punt the ball away from just inside his own 40. Fair catch called at the 15, and Queen City has 1 timeout, 1:35 to go all the way down the field and try and win this ball game for the final time this regular season in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to go to the air here. I don't know if you can run the ball, barring a huge Kyle Walsh run. I think you got to just air it out here.
Well, they've got 2 backs in the backfield on 1st down. Caswell will go to the air. And he'll swing it out to Walsh, who dips under a tackle and gets out of bounds. Only 1-yard gain, though. A.G. Caswell, 179 yards of passing on the day. Second and 9, 5 wide set from the 16-yard line. Caswell, pressure coming, gets the pass away. This one is tipped in the air and falls incomplete. A couple of Corsairs had a look at it, a couple of Swarm defenders had a look at it, and nobody could come down with that pass.
Yeah, risky throw and cover 3 again by AJ Caswell. He hasn't learned his lesson yet. But, putting Queen City in a tough situation here. 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9. Game could hinge on it, and it's got to be 4-down territory at this point if you're QC. Pressure coming off the edge. He's got to get the ball away. Pumps, throws deep down the middle, has a man. It's complete. Who hauled that in? I can't see.
What a bomb by AJ Caswell. Nice pump fake
with Ludacris in his face. And I still can't. 86.
T.E. Haynes.
T.E. Haynes makes a big catch out of midfield. And Queen City has a chance. But with no timeouts now at 1:19 to go.
I would have liked to see them go no huddle instead of burning their last time out there. This creates an interesting clock dynamic if they get, down with around 10 seconds. It could be trouble.
Here we go. Caswell to go to the air. Ludacris was in his face, but he got the pass away. Now they're going to have to go no huddle because they don't have any timeouts left. Chris Curtis made that catch at the 26-yard line. They get up to the line with 1:05 to go. They snap with 1:03 to go. Caswell to the air, over the middle, complete, down to the 6, up-tempo again. That time T.E. Haynes made the catch. 6-yard line, 1st and goal, 50 seconds to go. Caswell throws, end zone, underthrew it and almost picked off.
Whew. AJ.
I get a chance to catch my breath.
AJ Caswell. Don't do this to your team, man. Don't do this. You cannot make bad throws like that, sir. Come on.
Well, they get a chance to breathe for the sideline to call a play. 2nd down and 6. Here we go.
A lot of space here. Looks like Atlanta in a cover 3. This could be an out route here. Look for T.E. Haynes to be on the out route.
Caswell throws to the corner, tipped, and almost intercepted again. Number 27, and Deltha Coakley looks like he's injured on the play.
Yeah, Atlanta showing a...
Huey Freeman. So that's who will come into the ball game.
Yeah, they did have T.E. Haynes wide open on the left side. Caught Atlanta in a cover 3 strong, which has the corner sitting in the flats, which was Coakley on that play.
The game hinges on possibly these next 2 plays. Caswell, deep drop, throws to the corner, and Walsh could not turn into the end zone. Sorry, that was Haynes could not turn into the end zone. 4th and goal from the 2.
Yeah.
And this play is the game right here.
A little late. AJ, when you see cover 3, you just expect that out route to be wide open. You got to get the ball out sooner. Give them a chance to make a play.
This is the ball game right here. 4th down and 2 from the 2-yard line. Caswell floats it out and going inside the goal line for the touchdown. Oh, he got it. Kyle Walsh gives Queen City the lead with 34 seconds to go.
I think if I was Atlanta, I would just throw the challenge flag anyways, even though Kyle Walsh man-moded it into the end zone there. Yeah, that's close. What do you got to lose?
Jerry Forth almost pushed him out of bounds, but big, strong legs of Kyle Walsh churning upfield. And it's the first lead. Is it the first lead of the ball game for the Corsairs? It is.
It is indeed. How fitting for Kyle Walsh to get that touchdown too. Reinforcing the fact that he indeed will keep Queen City alive here.
Well, now we go and look at it the other way. It's a 3-point game. Atlanta has all 3 timeouts with 34 seconds remaining.
Indeed. And again,
all they got to do is get it into field goal range, and we could be looking at overtime.
If they catch Queen City in a cover 2, which Queen City has shown that they're willing to sit in it, we could see another huge play, very similar to the one we saw to Cody Taylor, where he busted it out for a huge touchdown.
From the 10-yard line, he will make it out to the 27. 29 seconds to get into field goal range. Here comes DeMar Woods. He's been iffy all day, but now is the time to put all of that out of Swarm fans' minds with a good drive here.
And we have a score update. Elijah Swaim catching a huge touchdown on a corner route, putting up St. Louis 41-35 with 15 seconds left to go.
6 receivers to aim at, and he finds one of them down to the 40, to the 42-yard line. Goes boo.
Cody
no, that's
Taylor.
89. That's 89. That's
Yeah.
Cody Taylor. That font has been tripping me up all night.
The highlighter blue is really hard to see, but Cody Taylor there on a post route catches it, then delivers a massive stiff arm there, catching it over Woods Jr. there. Big stiff arm on Weimer.
And this is where the 3 timeouts that Atlanta had coming into this drive come into play. You can take shots down the middle because you can stop the clock.
Yeah, 2 timeouts left here.
I don't think they're quite in field goal range yet. from the 42-yard line. First down and 10, 22 seconds to go. Bunch formation to the top side for DeMar Woods. He throws it out to Hollywood. Hollywood stiff arm, gets to the 38, and Atlanta burns their second timeout.
Yeah, you know, I think they just have to get close to the first down marker, and they can attempt a very long field goal here, but, you know, they've got to be smart in their play calling here.
I mean, we saw Bex Kickums in the early evening game hit a 52-yard field goal for Vancouver, so it is not out of the question.
Yeah, not at all.
This time, Atlanta will bunch the formation to the near side. Woods changing the play at the line. 16 seconds to go. Woods over the middle. That ball is caught to the 25, and they're not going to use their last timeout. Clock is ticking. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5, 4, and they call a timeout with 3 seconds to go.
Yeah, setting up for the field goal here, and I think that's the right move. I don't think you had enough time to go no huddle and get another play off. So, veteran move there by Mark Chisholm, letting the clock run down, and they're going to trot out the field goal team. Now, mind you, the field goal units have had tough sledding today. We've already had a field goal blocked. We almost had a second one blocked. This is not a give me, guys.
Here we go. This is about, what do you think? A 40-yard field goal?
Yeah, just about.
From 40 yards to send us to overtime. The kicker is Jason Arena. High snap. The kick is on its way. It is.
No good.
No
oh,
good.
My goodness.
No good. And the Queen City Corsairs are going to the playoffs.
Oh, my goodness. My heart just broke there for Atlanta.
What a crazy game as the Corsairs only lead for 38 seconds, but it was the last 38 seconds of the ball game. They outlast the Atlanta Swarm 38-35, and that is your final from upstate New York. What a crazy game.
Yeah, heartbreaker there. Arena. Not a give me field goal, and we called it. We said, hey, you know, field goal units have had a tough time today, and that, man, that's unfortunate. I would have loved to have seen this game go into overtime.
It almost deserved it, you thought. Well, that, your final score once again, Queen City 38, Atlanta 35. For James Richards and our entire crew here in Buffalo, New York, this is Michael Truilo signing off. We will see you next time.